Today, we delve into the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and explore how this great Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor managed to stop overthinking. Overthinking is a common struggle in our modern world, but Marcus's insights from nearly 2 millennia ago remain profoundly relevant. Marcus Aurelius was not only a Roman emperor but also a Stoic philosopher whose reflections have been compiled into a work known as Meditations. This book offers a treasure trove of insights into how to live a life of virtue, tranquility, and purpose, providing valuable guidance on managing our thoughts and emotions. Overthinking often stems from our desire to control the uncontrollable, our fears of the unknown, and our tendency to dwell on the past or worry about the future. Stoicism, with its focus on rationality and acceptance, offers powerful tools to combat this mental habit. Understanding overthinking through Stoicism. Let's begin by understanding overthinking from a Stoic perspective. Stoicism teaches us that our thoughts and perceptions are within our control, while external events are not. Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself of this distinction. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Overthinking often involves obsessing over things we cannot change or control. Marcus Aurelius understood that to achieve tranquility, we must focus on what we can control, our own thoughts and actions, and let go of the rest. 1. Embrace the present moment. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is to live in accordance with nature, which includes embracing the present moment. Overthinking often involves ruminating on past events or worrying about the future. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Confine yourself to the present." By grounding ourselves in the present, we can reduce the mental clutter that leads to overthinking. Practical ways to embrace the present include mindfulness practices, such as deep breathing, meditation, and focusing on our immediate surroundings. Consider the example of an athlete preparing for a major competition. If they dwell on past failures or future outcomes, they may become overwhelmed and anxious. However, by focusing on the present, on their training and current performance, they can maintain clarity and perform at their best. This principle applies to all areas of life. Whether we are at work, with family, or alone with our thoughts, staying present helps us manage overthinking. 2. Acceptance of what is. Another key principle in Stoicism is the acceptance of what is. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." Acceptance doesn't mean resignation, but rather a recognition of reality as it is. By accepting circumstances beyond our control, we can free our minds from the endless loop of what-if scenarios and focus on what we can do here and now. For example, if you face a challenging situation at work, instead of overthinking and worrying about all possible negative outcomes, focus on what actions you can take to improve the situation. Acceptance helps in redirecting your energy from unproductive worry to constructive action. 3. The Dichotomy of Control. The dichotomy of control is a fundamental Stoic concept that differentiates between what is within our control and what is not. Marcus Aurelius emphasized this in his writings, urging himself to focus solely on his own thoughts and actions. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This underscores the importance of directing our energy towards actions and decisions that are within our power, rather than overthinking outcomes that are not. When faced with a problem, break it down into what you can control and what you cannot. Focus your efforts on the aspects you can influence. This approach not only reduces overthinking but also empowers you to take meaningful action. 4. Rational examination of thoughts. Marcus Aurelius often engaged in rational self-examination, questioning the validity and utility of his thoughts. He wrote, "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. And it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now." By critically examining our thoughts and recognizing when they are based on irrational fears or assumptions, we can prevent overthinking from taking hold. This involves challenging negative thoughts and reframing them in a more rational light. For instance, If you find yourself overthinking a social interaction, ask yourself if your concerns are based on facts or assumptions. Did the other person actually say or do something that warrants your worry, or are you projecting your insecurities onto the situation? This rational examination helps in separating reality from perception. 5. Impermanence and perspective. Stoicism teaches the impermanence of all things, reminding us that both good and bad experiences are temporary. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Understanding the transient nature of life can help us gain perspective. When we realize that our current worries are fleeting, we can reduce the tendency to overthink and instead focus on making the most of the present moment. Reflect on the fact that many of the things you worried about in the past have either resolved themselves or no longer seem significant. This perspective can help you approach current concerns with a calmer and more rational mindset. 6. Focusing on virtue. For Marcus Aurelius, living a virtuous life was the highest good. He believed that focusing on virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance provides a clear path to tranquility. By aligning our actions with these virtues, we can rise above petty concerns and avoid the trap of overthinking. He wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By cultivating virtuous thoughts and actions, we can create a more serene and purposeful life. When faced with decisions or challenges, ask yourself how you can respond in a way that aligns with these virtues. This focus not only simplifies decision-making but also brings a sense of inner peace and fulfillment. 7. Meditation and reflection. Marcus Aurelius was a master of self-reflection. His meditations are filled with personal reflections and reminders to himself about Stoic principles. He used writing as a tool to clarify his thoughts and reinforce his philosophical beliefs. Daily journaling or meditation can be powerful tools for managing overthinking. By taking time each day to reflect on our thoughts and experiences, we can gain clarity and perspective, reducing the tendency to overthink. Consider setting aside a few minutes each day to write down your thoughts and analyze them through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Over time, this practice can help you develop a more disciplined and rational mind. 8. Community and support. Finally, Marcus Aurelius valued the importance of community and support. He believed that we are all interconnected and that supporting others is a key aspect of Stoic practice. Engaging with a supportive community can provide perspective and help us manage our thoughts more effectively. He wrote, "We are made for cooperation, like feet, like hands, like eyelids, like the rows of the upper and lower teeth. To act against one another then is contrary to nature." Building connections with like-minded individuals can provide encouragement and help us stay grounded. Seek out communities, whether in person or online, that share your values and interests. Discussing your thoughts and challenges with others can offer new perspectives and reduce the isolation that often accompanies overthinking. Practical steps to stop overthinking. To bring these Stoic principles into practice, here are some practical steps inspired by Marcus Aurelius. 1. Daily reflection. Set aside time each day to reflect on your thoughts. Write in a journal, meditate, or simply sit quietly and observe your mind. 2. Mindfulness practice. Incorporate mindfulness exercises into your routine. Focus on your breath, observe your surroundings, and ground yourself in the present moment. 3. Challenge negative thoughts. When you notice yourself overthinking, ask yourself if your thoughts are rational and based on reality. Challenge negative assumptions and reframe your thinking. 4. Set clear priorities. Identify what is within your control and focus your energy on those areas. Let go of concerns that are beyond your influence. 5. Embrace change. Remind yourself of the impermanence of all things. Recognize that both challenges and joys are temporary, and focus on making the most of each moment. 6. Cultivate virtue. Align your actions with the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By living a virtuous life, you can find greater peace and purpose. 7. Seek community. Engage with a supportive community. Share your experiences, seek advice, and offer support to others. 8. Regularly review goals. Periodically review your goals and priorities to ensure they align with your values. This helps in maintaining focus and reducing unnecessary mental clutter. 9. Practice gratitude. Focus on the positives in your life and express gratitude. This shift in perspective can help reduce overthinking and promote a more balanced outlook. 10. Develop a routine. Establishing a daily routine can provide structure and reduce the mental energy spent on trivial decisions, freeing up your mind for more important matters. By incorporating these practices into your daily life, you can harness the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the Stoic tradition to stop overthinking and cultivate a more serene and purposeful existence. Conclusion. Marcus Aurelius's teachings provide timeless wisdom for managing overthinking. By focusing on what we can control, embracing the present, and living virtuously, we can overcome the mental habits that lead to overthinking and find greater tranquility and fulfillment. Thank you for watching.